Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, Miguna is one man who supported William Ruto, and the reason behind this is all about the failed betrayal when he was forced to Canada, and his documents being confiscated. So with that, there was bitter between Miguna and Uhuru Kenyatta. So whoever Uhuru Kenyatta supported became an enemy of Miguna. And therefore, Uhuru's enemy became Miguna's friend, William Ruto. He supported him. Then when Ruto took over power, Miguna has been there. But after he realized that William Ruto is not that president he thought he might be, Miguna started opposing, and even before opposing, he used to warn the president on very many things. He used to advise him on Twitter. But later, when he discovered that Ruto does not want to listen, he went against him and started campaigning him. So when Gen Z came out to launch a protest on finance bill, Miguna supported that. And Miguna has been really supporting a hashtag Ruto must go. That is his position. Huyu mtu aende tu. Nothing else. No bargain. Ruto must go. That has been his position. In very many ways, he has really exposed the government. He has been questioning the government. And after all this, especially during this Maandamano time, Miguna is revealing that he has been getting threats about his life, abduction threats, torture threats, forced exile threats, and all is from NIS. That is a department that the person that Rigathi Gachagua was blaming is in charge. Nordin Haj. This is what is shared on X, formerly Twitter. Zakayo, and he tagged him, William Ruto, tell your NIS dogs that threatening me with abduction, torture, and forced exile hardens me and causes me to fearlessly champion for your removal. I don't buy fear. I don't negotiate over my rights, especially with those who murdered unnamed citizens. Hashtag Ruto must go. So there is something is revealing here, that NIS has been on his neck. So it has reached a time he is deciding to share with the public that these individuals, the intelligence team, have been threatening him with abduction. Remember how many Kenyans were abducted during the protest? Not all of them have been released. Some were intimidated when they were arrested. In fact, it's not even arrest, it was abduction. So Miguna is revealing that William Ruto team is threatening him for that. They are threatening with torture. Now he's talking about forced exile. They want to take him back to Canada. Who brought Miguna in this country? None other than William Ruto. And they promised during the presidential debate that he will return Miguna to this country. And he did so. Now threats are coming from NIS that they want to deport Miguna back. The question is why? As we continue with this discussion, just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing to our returning subscribers. I must say thank you so much. And again to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, there is a lot of things that we are getting to learn about this administration. When you are threatening Miguna with the abduction, threat, and torture, what could be the motive behind this? Fear that Miguna, who is a lawyer and a man who has a stand, akiamua ni huyu, akibadilisha ni hivyo, has a following. There are people who trust Miguna. There are people who are following Miguna. Just go on Twitter and you will see. So, those individuals who are following Miguna, some of them are this youth. And to some extent, they agree with Miguna on some of the issues that has been raising. So, there is fear that the youth might easily gain momentum from the kind of tweet that Miguna has been sharing. He has been encouraging the youth and challenging the government. Therefore, he joined the Gen Z to call for Ruto's exit and resignation from the office. There's a lot he's revealing. So he's among the people who are shaping the conversation on social media. Therefore, the government is in panic. It is all about youth, taking Miguna's advice and proceeding to execute that kind of plan. So because of the fear of unknown, now the NIS is going for Miguna with threats. Any leader who leads through threat and intimidation, definitely, it is a fake leader. And above all, ni mtu mwoga. So Ruto, through this team, anajaribu kuonyesha uoga wake in the public. So that is that he is afraid of this youth. He is fearing the youth. And because of this fear, he goes to those who are shaping the conversation. Akina Miguna. Swali ni kwamba, mbona mkuki kwa nguruwe ni sawa tu, kwa binadamu uchungu? When Miguna was against Uhuru, Ruto was his friend. Ruto is the one who brought Miguna back to send a political message to the people. And men applaud him for that. What has changed now, it is an intimidation and a threat for forceful exile. Anataka kumhamisha mpeleke wapi? Unajua akisema hivyo tunakumbuka yale baba aliniambia watu wakiwa Kakamega ya kwamba mambo ni matatu. Utoe kesi kotini, uhame Kenya, ama uende jela. In fact, it was all about utoe kesi kotini, uhame Kenya, ama usafirishwe mbinguni. So Miguna is confirming that there is a team that is taking people to where Ruto said, kusafirisha watu mbinguni. That team is being led by Nordin Haji, and Gachagua was complaining about the same team. But he has a message for William Ruto, that intimidation, threat is not going to stop him. In fact, it encourages him to continue with this journey of informing the youth and supporting his exit from power. Equal through protest, equal to resign ama nini, he's supporting that. So Miguna definitely has declared war on William Samoei Ruto. That's why he's running a hashtag Ruto must go. He has failed him and he has failed Kenya. But again, a lesson for Miguna. It is good to also tell him. Kwani hakujua Ruto, Mheshimiwa Ruto ni mtu wa aina gani? He was not aware. Really, he was not aware. This is what he was asking for when he was campaigning for William Ruto. Now he's being served for what he asked for. It is good to also remind him for that. So that any other time, when a time comes, you make that very well-informed decision, knowing the repercussion behind that.